think am I bad for you?
Are you bad for me?
I got you into this. What happened tonight? None of this would have happened if you weren't with me.
Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and discussing the characters Jimmy McGill, aka Saul Goodman, along with Kim Wexler during Season 5 of Better Call Saul. Major warning of spoilers up to the Season 5 finale, and let's jump right into this. So during Better Call Saul Season 5, the focus has shifted. Season 4 was very much Jimmy evolving into Saul, but now that he's here, Season 5 is Kim evolving into Slip and Kimmy, as the writers figure out what they want to do with her character.
Kim, you're shitting me, right?
Kim has had so much character development over the past season. With everything around her in danger, nothing is safe. She risked her job with Schweikert and Coakley in Mesa Verde this season. Her relationship with Jimmy is rockier than ever, and they were both put in a life-threatening situation due to the cartel. Kim has been slowly progressing down this road of corruption ever since around Season 3, I'd say, with the sunk cost fallacy episode, but since then she's been getting more and more involved, and she gets used to it, enjoys it more, and sees it as more of an option. As Kim becomes more normalized to crimes, cons, and scams, her morality line takes a sharp turn along with it. In Season 5, Kim's been corrupted, and there's no easy fault here, and that's why this show is always so brilliant. Everyone's both kind of right and kind of wrong in their own ways, creating interesting debates through the various branches of possibilities as everything sort of just domino effects on top of each other. Kim is the one insisting to go ahead with mostly everything involving Mesa Verde this season, but Jimmy has been easing her into it so that she gets more used to the idea of acting that way. At first, doing scams and cons were difficult to convince her of, but she found a thrill in it. Jimmy is teaching her that apparently ends justify the means, but Kim with that mentality is dangerous, as we see her talking about ruining Howard's career in the Season 5 finale. Kim just doesn't dive right into the deep end. She's been dipping her toes in the water for a few seasons now, but by the end of Season 5, she has finally reached her jumping point off of the diving board, so to speak. At the beginning of Season 5, there's the whole situation with her conning her stubbornly naive clients for their own good. At first, Jimmy does hassle her to trick her clients, but she shooed him away. So even though she didn't want to, since Jimmy presented her with an option to get what she wants, one that she didn't even realize was there, she ends up choosing to do it on her own, as it was her last resort. She's not happy with herself, as shown in the staircase scene ending off the episode. Apparently they had filmed a handful of different endings for this scene where Kim lets out different amounts of rage, from just leaning against the wall or sitting down like we saw, all the way to kicking her briefcase or throwing it down the stairs. She's crossed her own moral line, and apparently there's no going back. To elaborate, in Season 5 there's been a bonus Kim video series on YouTube, one per episode released each week, and the final one focuses on her last exit from Saul. She explains how it's not too late to fix it and to backtrack before she's gone too far. But that being said, after Season 5 ends, Kim has gone too far, shown in the video by her not taking the last exit.
If you've already crossed an ethical line, don't panic. It's not too late, as long as you get out ahead of the situation. If you're able to fix the error, fix it. Try to reframe the issue in an advantageous way. You didn't mess up. Perhaps you caught a mistake.
I love these Kim YouTube videos this year. The animations are full of as many Breaking Bad references as possible, and I might create videos on the bonus Better Call Saul webisodes that they do, as they've done one series with a new character each season. Anyways, during Season 5, Kim has had many opportunities to leave, and she just keeps digging deeper. Jimmy seems to be an addicting drug that she just can't put down. She knows that Jimmy's bad for her, but she doesn't even want to entertain the idea, let alone have that conversation, and as we saw in the Season 5 finale, she counters it well by bringing up the same food menu that Jimmy did earlier in the episode. And that's another thing, they always casually grab something to eat while they're telling each other important details. It's like they're trying to downplay it and act casual as if there's no need to freak out. The earliest example I can think of off of the top of my head is Jimmy's anticlimactic reaction to Chuck's death with Howard and Kim in Season 4, along with Jimmy grabbing ice cream, asking Kim how many scoops she wants, her grabbing leftovers when she told him that she quit her job, and then finally in the Season 5 finale when Jimmy first uses room service as an excuse to keep her around the hotel, and then later on the episode when she uses the same menu to keep him around, when he's implying that not only should they leave the hotel, but that he should possibly leave her. Now what if Jimmy had never met Kim? Jimmy would still probably be hung up with the cartel criminal lawyer business, but Kim would have never been dragged down with him. Even though Jimmy cleverly manipulated and I even want to say groomed her into being okay with immoral actions to the point that they flirt about it, Kim has been the one pushing forward her own decision decisions to continue down this bad choice road even if Jimmy's enabling her. There's a theory that someone in her past reminds her of Jimmy, that someone was bad for her in the same way that Jimmy is. This is why she feels comfortable around Jimmy even though he's bad for her. It's a comfortability level that she's used to. Jimmy could be reminding her of her comfortably toxic past, which causes her to revert back to how she used to be, or maybe Jimmy is causing her to evolve into a new, more dangerous Kim that no one's ever seen before. Jimmy is probably toxic for her even though they love each other, and sadly her life would probably be better without him. That being said, even if she realizes this, she keeps him around due to the comfortability that he gives her, possibly reminding her of her past. I'm not sure if she's self-aware about this or not. Also, I feel like a part of her likes having him around to enable her, to give her options that she didn't even realize was there. Kim is morally upright with the law, almost as much as Chuck. She isn't as stubborn about it as he was, but she still shares the same views. Going against what she holds most important gives her a kick, I guess, and excites her, even turning her on. She even told Jimmy that she'd want to do it again in season 4. Now it's gone to the point that she's the one pushing Jimmy. At the end of season 5, it's gone from Jimmy trying to convince Kim to do these things to the other way around. Kim is ready to dive into the deep end after standing up to Lalo Salamanca, but Jimmy feels more reserved. After Jimmy's traumatizing experience in the desert, he is currently less outgoing than he's ever been. Also, Kim's hardly reacted to him telling her the truth. Sure, she went, oh my god, a bunch and held him, but that's kind of it. It seems like he's more affected by this, and she's like, alright, time to go to bed, come to bed, okay. Why are you so, like, she doesn't realize why he's upset. She's acting like it's no big deal, and that's really strange. There was no ultimatum from it, no big conversation resulting from the truth that he had kept from her all of last episode, so it felt kind of underwhelming, but maybe that's the point. The fact of how little Kim is fazed by the truth, along with how stirred up it's obviously gotten Jimmy, is alarming. Sure, Kim wasn't truly surprised because she knew that Lala was right and that someone shot at Jimmy in his vehicle after Kim saw the hole in the coffee mug, but would Kim have known to act different if Jimmy would have told her the truth from the beginning of episode 509 instead of waiting until 510 after Kim stood up to Lalo? And as I mentioned in my last video, Kim during the season 5 finale mirrors Jimmy during the season 4 finale. In the season 4 finale, Jimmy walks away giving her the finger guns, leaving her shocked. In the season 5 finale, Kim walks away from Jimmy giving him the finger guns and leaving him shocked. So even though mostly everything has technically been Kim's own decision, she has somewhat been manipulated, corrupted to become the slip and Kimmy con artist that she now is. Just like how Kim tricked her clients into making them think that they were making their own decisions, could Jimmy be doing this to Kim? This reminds me of in Rick and Morty, where Rick tricks Morty into thinking that it was his own decision to turn down his dream job, but really that was Rick's plan all along. Anyways, what do you think about Jimmy corrupting Kim? Did Kim choose to walk this path on her own? Did Jimmy fully corrupt her? Or is it somewhere in the middle where she is at fault, but he definitely enabled her and gave her bad options that she didn't even know were even available? Kim is her own person who makes her own decisions, but she didn't need to get in Howard's face about it. She should be held accountable for her own actions, and that being said, if she's been slowly corrupted over time, Jimmy could have been the driving force to tip her over the edge and make her see the truly dark side of their bad choice road. Let me know of any theories or opinions down below, and I'll catch you all in my next video. I'd appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything that I've said today, and if you're new here, just haven't yet already, subscribe and hit that bell notification button for updates on when I post new content on Better Call Saul. As always, I thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!
You're stuck with me.